Yasis, everyone, I'm Paolo, and I can't tell you how excited I am to have Nia Vardalos on A Spoonful of Paolo today. Now, if you know me, you know that My Big Fat Greek Wedding has been one of my favorite movies of all time. And now with the sequel out, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2, I can't wait to go talk to Nia, because I've seen this movie twice, and it's so funny. All right, Opa! See you all with Nia.
His life was changed and made new when an angel made his dream come true, and now he brings his dream to you. In a spoonful power.
Okay, so are you ready?
I am ready.
Let me just take, because I'm gonna hold it in. Let me take a second, because I have admired you for a long time, and you know, we've had so many celebrities on our show, but when it's a dream guest, it's just, I don't know. So I just want to say thank you for being here.
It's
thank
really
you, Nia.
sweet. I'm so happy to be here. Hello, everybody. And I want to say the reason that I'm here. You reached out to me on Twitter, and you are, like me, a person who created your own job. You and Patrick have the show, and you didn't wait for the phone to ring. You called yourselves with a job offer, and I admire that. And you're so kind on Twitter, and I got crazy busy with the movie, and you were so patient, and I wanted to just tell you how much I admire you. So we should be best friends. We're best friends.
Okay. By the way, we're best friends. You just
We're best
said
friends. It happened right here, live.
Let me ask you this. Okay, something you work so hard on, it's out there for the world to see.
Yes.
What does it feel like for you that it's out there? Like, what's going inside your mind? What are you thinking?
I feel exposed. I try to be very candid in my writing, but then once it's out there, I think, oh God, I want to take that back. I feel like all my emotions are on display about how I feel about my daughter. And then I come full circle and go, well, I'm not ashamed of any of it. It's honest, raw emotion, and people relate to it, obviously.
Yep.
And it's okay to say, I love my daughter so much, and I'm so happy and grateful to be a mom, and that's what I wrote about.
Oh, it's so good. And what's so cool about this is that, and you know this obviously, after 14 years, the entire cast, even Mana Yaya, like,
Yes.
what she looks like, I had to do before and after of her, and she looks exactly the same, so I don't know how you can explain that, but you all look so good 14 years later, and to have everyone there, it felt like, and you know this, I saw it twice, it felt like a big reunion, and to see where everyone's been during those years, you know? How did that feel for you?
Very loud and warm and fun. There was so much food on set. We ate constantly.
Oh my.
And it was great.
You all want to do this? Of course we do. Thank you. Thank you so much. Maybe everyone could pick a category: food, glassware.
The wedding is on! Pick a category, report to me. I'm in charge.
Actually, Thea, you're not.
Yes, it's best.
No,
It's what everyone wants, dear.
Okay.
You know, when I sat down and started writing, there was no way that I could just write and not include the family.
Yeah.
There was no way.
Yeah.
It just would be wrong, you know. So also I know for years that people have said to Lainey Kazan, you're my favorite character, and to Michael Constantine, the dad is my favorite character. And I understand that everybody relates to somebody because you see somebody in that film that is you.
There is someone, and for me, like, I've always related to Tula. I did. It's the story from the first part. There's that scene where Tula's driving with her father to the restaurant, and it's raining in Chicago where it took place, the film. And you walk in there, and I saw that feeling when you were looking outside of the blinds, and I'm like, wow, because so many of us can relate to that, like I did, working 6 siblings. My father has a grocery store in Chicago. My dad's dream was to have all of his kids to be part of it, but I was the outsider. And that movie, when I saw that scene, it was the beginning of something for me to understand, if you really want to go for your dreams, go for it. And I have proof that I somewhat look like her, like a little bit.
Oh my God! Oh my God, that's amazing! All you are missing is the pimple on your chin.
Oh, I have pimples, girl.
Wow.
So I was Tula, and that's why I could not have waited, and I know I speak for so many out there, for the sequel to come out. Really, like...
Yeah, and look, we're doing okay.
We're doing okay, right?
Yeah.
We're doing okay. Now, you know what's so awesome about you is that I understand why you waited was all these years to do the sequel, and it needed to feel right for you authentically.
Yes.
Explain that. So for those who don't know, like what was going on?
When the first movie came out, the producers, of course, came to me and said, let's do a sequel. But the truth is that I was hiding a very private thing in that I was trying to become a mom. And if you remember, at the end of the first movie, I had written that I was a mom.
Yep.
And it was hard. It was really hard. There was just no way that I could write about these emotions, first of all, because I didn't know them. And secondly, the emotions of motherhood. And secondly, a press tour is very invasive because
they ask the brutal questions.
Not everyone is decent like you. People will go for just the jugular. And so I had already been through that with the first film. People were saying, "Where's your baby? How come you don't have it?" It was rough. And so I decided to just quietly withdraw. And it was the best thing I ever did because I just stopped worrying about everyone's timeline and went on my own. And I always say I'm so grateful for all the disappointments that came my way because in those 9 years, everything led me to my real daughter. So I'm so grateful I didn't have a biological child. So now I understand that there is this person's timing and your timing, and the only one that matters is your own.
That must have been hard because I can only imagine. After the first one, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, people are always asking you, "When are you gonna do the sequel?" And you're holding something inside, and you don't want to be open because this is really between you and your husband and what you guys want to go through. So I can even imagine like what you have to say to them, what you're to tell them. I'm working on it, or I'm not there yet, or we're gonna wait. That just, especially in this business, it's hard. It's so hard.
If you ever play poker with me, since we're best friends, we will.
Look at that.
But you will know that I am the worst liar. I cannot lie.
Ditto.
Can't lie.
Ditto.
Can't lie, right? And so even when I play poker, my friends say when I have a good hand, my neck grows. So that's my tell. So I can't lie. So I would just say, not now, I can't, and not really answer the question. And I actually, that's a lesson to myself. You don't have to share. I did eventually go public with my book because...
Instant mom.
Thank you. We donate all the proceeds to get kids adopted, and we have found out that the book has placed close to 1,000 children in permanent homes.
My gosh.
So that led me to going so candid and being so public in the sequel because I found a way to be honest without losing a piece of myself.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. How did you do this? Because I know there was a time in your career where your agents were telling you to move out of Hollywood or that you were uncastable. So what kept you motivated? Because we both know this is a tough business, but obviously you didn't listen to them. So what kept you motivated when they were saying that to you?
Yeah, they were rough. I had a lot of agents, but to encapsulate it, a female agent said to me, "You're not pretty enough to be a leading lady."
Oh, I hope she's watching this right now because she's so mad at herself.
I love that you said that because I found it to be self-loathing, what she said, that she was loathing herself and that she was objectifying her own gender. So that's what bummed me out about it. Also, nobody likes to be called ugly. I was driving home going, "Oh yeah?" And like I said, you know that thing where you're talking to yourself, but it actually seems like you're singing along to the Evita soundtrack? That's what I look like. I was like as if I was playing Shay and Evita. I looked ridiculous, but I was so mad. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, all the things I could have said. But ultimately, I just went to a sad place where I thought, oh, poor her, that she didn't have a mom to say to her, "Why not you?" Like my mom used to say, "Why not you?" So she said, the problem is that I was Greek and that there weren't any Greek roles. So I thought, well, if that's the problem, I'm going to make it the solution. And I sat down and wrote My Big Fat Greek Wedding, hoping that I could play a bridesmaid. Yeah. And I still keep writing scripts that I want to see done. Like, rather than just wait. Again, I can't wait to get cast in something. Although, Shonda Rhimes, female
I know,
writer.
huge.
I
Congratulations
know.
on being on The Catch. That's huge. I mean,
I can't believe
this
it.
is such a good time. Like, I'm so happy for you because
Thank you.
you deserve all this success that's coming your way. You have proven that anything is possible.
Thank you.
Don't give up. Just keep going through that journey.
That's exactly
and
right.
You've said too, and I love when you've said this many times, that it doesn't matter how many no's you get. You only need one yes. Do you remember who gave you the first yes?
Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks and Tom's partner Gary Getzman.
Let me say this, that Rita came to your one-woman show by herself, right? Okay, then she left. She's like, "Oh, Tommy, Tom Hanks, her husband, you have to go see her show, your next show." Then Tom came, and he's like, "Ooh, this is so good. I'm going to send my business partner." Then he came. Did you have any idea that these people were coming to your show? Did you know that Rita was there the first show? Did you like?
Do you know why I knew?
How?
Because our home phone number was on the poster, and I would answer the phone using an accent every day.
Oh, I didn't
me.
know that. Oh my God.
It was me. So when Rita Wilson called, I was like, what? Because, in the Screen Actors Guild, you know who the Greek members are.
Yeah.
And I remember when Tom Hanks had won an award, he said, "And I know the meaning of the word passion because I'm married to a Greek chick." And I went, "What? Who's he married to?"
Greek. I got to go find her.
Yeah, exactly. And
Wow.
then, so I was thrilled when she came to the show. And if the story had ended there, I would have been happy. But what happened is Rita said this should be a movie, and I had already written the screenplay. The screenplay was first. People say it was based on my one-woman show, but it was the opposite. Screenplay was first, couldn't get it read, went, oh yeah, jumped on stage, did the one-woman show.
Wow.
Rita said this should be a play. I gave her the screenplay. She sent Tom, he sent Gary, and then they said yes. I was like, oh my God, after 4 years of being, not just couldn't get a job, that's okay.
Yeah.
I always say, you've heard me say this, coal mining is hard. Yeah. People work hard in this country and they don't get ahead. So I could never feel sorry for myself that I was in sunny Los Angeles trying to be an actor. It's like, oh, please get out the little tiny violin. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep trying and try to do my thing, but I wasn't feeling sorry for myself. I was just amazed at the amount of hate coming my way from my own gender. This is why I step forward and speak about gay rights and about
a big advocate for us.
For every reason that it's not your issue, it's our issue. We all must speak up for each other, and then our voices are louder.
Wow.
As if we keep putting it out there in our art, it will become just as common and accepted as a spoon full of Paolo.
Oh, thank you. It's kind of like Oprah says all the time, it's evolving and really educating and putting it out there. Okay, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3, I heard there's a rumor that when you were at the premiere that you came up with a concept or storyline or something. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, that's not what I say, because she ain't gonna tell me. When you get an idea like that, do you just like stop the press and you write it on your phone and you do?
I do.
That's huge. You make sure you have a passcode on your phone, because that's like, you don't want no one to
I keep
see
it
that.
in notes at all times. But the thing is, I write every day. I get up, I go to an exercise class, like after I drop my daughter off, and then I sit and I write. Today we're filming something, which is really fun, but I will go home now and write. I have to. If I don't, like, the muscle gets atrophied.
Well, now that you're gonna go right, we have to give you something, because this is gonna help you. This is for you. It's a little something for you, so that's for you.
That is
Open it up so we
lovely.
can. Yeah.
This is so. How do you fit a gun in something so small?
Oh, that's not a gun. Oh my God, please.
This is so Tiffany. You guys are so special.
Well, you're more special. Look who we got sitting over here next to me.
Oh my God.
So when you talk about writing, I'm like, okay, stop talking. When you talk about writing, that's for you, from Patrick and I.
This is so lovely.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you. This is so lovely. I am so happy to meet you.
Oh, likewise.
You're
for
just
us.
a lovely person. Now we can. Now that we've done an interview, we can go into our.
He knows that we're sane, we're normal. No, I just want to, because let me end with this, because you have come a long way in your career, and I remember watching the first one, and I remember sitting there in the theater, and I'm like, look at her, she's bringing her moussaka. What do you call the sandwich that people make fun of you? The
moussaka.
Moussaka. I would bring the Nutella sandwich. People would make fun of me, saying it looks like caca. You go through that experience, but you really have helped so many people to really achieve their dreams, and that's what our show's about. So you just keep doing it.
That makes me very happy. This pen is so special for a grubby writer's fingers. Honestly, it's so lovely. I truly think that what happened to me is supposed to be shared. I'm supposed to tell people, embrace the difference in yourself. Like, whatever is weird about you is actually pretty great, unless it's illegal.
Oh my God!
But you know what I'm saying there. I think that we're raised in a society that tells us to be homogenous and to wear a certain type of clothes and wear our hair a certain way. And even when we break out and do weird things, there are websites that can make fun of us. And I mean, like, people in the industry. And you just have to go. I've been starting this thing, #SuckIt,
Oh,
where you
that's
just
good.
say to people, be quiet.
Yeah.
If there are people who are telling you that you're not right, or you're too loud, or you're in the way, just push them away and push them out of your way, and just
because deep inside, be you. That's the thing, and just follow your dreams, and that's what you did.
Yeah, it's hard to do. If you're young and you're watching this, if you're a teenager and you're watching this, I know sometimes it can be hard. If you're different, it does get better. It really does get better.
Do me all a favor. It's out there. My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. Go see it if you haven't. I've seen it twice. Let's do it. Keep going. Bring your family. My parents went, my sisters, everyone. All of my 6 siblings with their significant others. So keep going and watch it, because it's so good. I cried. I laughed. I mean, it's everything you would have hoped for.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And also, if you go with any group, whether it be a date, whatever your ethnicity is, and whatever country you're in, please send me a picture because I love to tweet the families at my Big Fat Greek wedding too.
Yay! So good. I can't thank you enough.
Thank
really.
you.
Thank you.
This,
You are
what
the
are you
best.
talking about? I got a
whatever.
gift out of it.
Whatever. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time on Spoonful of Paolo. And a big thanks to Nia. We love you so much, okay?
Thank you.
Oppa!
Oppa! You're adorable.
Oh my God, you're more adorable. Oh,
my
my God. I
God.
loved. Was she good? Oh my God. Dream big.
Spoonful of Paolo.
I love you, Oprah. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you.